So I'm usually over-prepared or under-prepared. I'm never really at the right level of prepared. So I was unaware that September was National Preparedness Month or something. Let me check. What's it called? Yeah, National Preparedness Month. But I believe that's in the US. But hey, it's September 29th, so I can make a video about preparedness and say it's for the same thing, and it fits. So like, I'm prepared to do a video, just at the wrong time. So what I'm gonna do is, let me get that list. Remember those 54 skills things? Yeah, there's another skill on here that has something to do with putting together a first aid kit, if I can just find it. Okay. I am tone deaf, but elevator music's a thing I am quite familiar with. Okay, getting close. 51. You should know how to put together a basic emergency preparedness kit. Better yet, don't just know how to put one together, actually put one together and have it ready. So, I'm not going to put a basic preparedness kit because that takes a lot of preparation in having all the stuff, and I don't have that. But part of a preparedness kit is a first aid kit. So I'm just kind of going to riff off that and say that it's 51A and 51B can be like a grab and go bag or something when I have time to figure out how to make one of them. To start with, I'm going to show you first aid kit I already have. So this is a basic Kathmandu for one person that I got when I was 3 years ago to go on World Challenge, and since then a lot of the stuff's been used and my brother's taken it to camp, my sister's taken it to camp. I've put things in and out of it for rowing and stuff and footy, and depending on if I was sick or injured. So I have not opened this in 2 months since my brother took it to camp, and I don't know what's in it. So not much. Okay, we've got Voltaren, which I don't use, that's my brother's, so that goes over where stuff for my other people in the family go. This is why I haven't been able to find my pawpaw ointment, because my brother had it. So that goes in my drawer. Okay, so we've got alcohol wipes, a few band-aids, some little cotton tips and some micropore tape. So that's a good start. I'm going to keep that. Got a bandage. Now the problem with it is that it's not wrapped in a sterile wrapper, so you can't use it to dress wounds or anything. You could only really use it to stabilize like a splint or to wrap an injury. But it's also very thin, so I'm not sure if I'll keep that in the first aid kit, but I'll keep it. Okay. Now the problem with these is that I can't use them because I'm allergic to latex. So these are really only useful to anyone else who isn't allergic to latex. And then I've got this big thing of the other band-aids I could put in, also made with latex. So like, band-aids aren't really a thing I can use. I mainly kind of go with bandages and gauze like this, which I stole from my school when I injured myself. So it was founded, I just didn't end up using it. Okay, betadine. Well, I always have to check the date on these things, so it does not have a use by date. It does not have a use by date. Oh wait, does it? Okay, there's something on the bottom, but to be honest, no one can read that, especially not when they wear glasses. Oh yeah, my brother's got a friend over, so there's a lot of noise in the background. And I'm sorry about the lighting. Yeah, I don't do lighting very well. So, packet of tissues. Great to have. Not sure if I'd put them in the first aid kit, but I've got some more, so Yeah, keep them on the table. Okay. With first aid, you always have a notebook and pen. Now, thankfully, I've never had to use this, which is a great sign, because this means no one's ever been in serious enough trouble where we've had to keep track of, say, what we've done to try and improve their health. And it means we've never kept, like, pulse rate or breath rate, which is really great. I'm very glad about that. Now, this is the first aid kit that has the St. John ambulance plan in it. Now, also never use this because I have done first aid training and don't need it, but it's kind of nice just to have it in the first aid kit. Means that if I'm the one carrying the first aid kit and someone else has to do first aid and they don't have any training, they've got this and I know it's there, so it's kind of just a comfort for me. So that's my personal first aid kit. We've got a few things to keep in it, so that's the start. Okay, now what I do to put together a good first aid kit in here, I'm going to rate other first aid kits we have in the house. So my dad used to work for a company that put together first aid kits for all of its employees, and every time they went away they had to take, so it's actually, this is the small thing that unvelcros off it that you can put into a day pack when you're in country, but the other bit is like this big, so first aid kit's usually like that big. But this was all I could manage to steal, because Dad's in Ecuador and he has the main first aid kit. So, and then this is random stuff I've had in a drawer. Some of it's first aid related, some of it's just not. I'm going to start with what I actually own, so I'm not stealing from my dad first. So, now the best way to put together a first aid kit, something I probably should have Googled before I started making this video. So I'm going to Google, just quickly, basic components of a first aid kit. That's exactly what I typed. Let's see, first aid comprehensive, that's St. John's. Okay, so the NHS, which is from the UK and is great, says that a basic first aid kit may contain plasters in a variety of different shapes and sizes. That's band-aids. It's loading. Okay. Small, medium, large, sterile gauze dressings. I have got some of those somewhere. I think they're in here. 2 sterile. Oh, I don't have eye dressings. That's because I used my eye dressings to cover my toe when I cut it open and couldn't use a band-aid on it because I'm allergic to the band-aids. So, triangular bandage, that's in here. Crepe roll, that's stuff like this. Safety pins. Oh, I've got safety pins. They are on a coat hanger with a dress. So, stealing the safety pins. Stealing the safety pins. I swear there used to be safety pins in this first aid kit. Oh, they're in my wallet. So the safety pins that used to be in the first aid kit are in here, because the School Musical, a few people were having trouble with their costumes, and I was the only one who had access to safety pins like on opening night, so I had one safety pin to try and fix anyone's costume who needed it, which was fun. Luckily we didn't need it, but yeah, so now I've got 3 safety pins for this first aid kit. Okay, come on NHS, what else do I need, y'all? Disposable sterile gloves. I believe there's gloves in here, if not, I'll get some from downstairs. Tweezers. Should have some of those. You know those nail cutting kits? They come with tweezers. 2 different types of tweezers. And I'm going to take the wider ones because they stretch further apart, but they also come in small, so there's no point using the small ones for something. So that's the tweezers. Scissors. Oh, also the nail cutting kit. Why did I put the actual kit in? Scissors. They're scissors. They're not great. This came with scissors. I could have sworn I had a pair of yellow scissors when I got it. Don't know what happened to them. Probably took them to school to use once and never managed to bring them back, because that happens when you take stationery to school. Alcohol-free cleansing wipes. I bought a pack of alcohol swabs last week. I don't know where they are. This is the bag I took away. And they're not in there, so I'm gonna start a list for things I have to grab from downstairs. Where's my pepper? Pepper. Okay. Scissors. Probably better scissors. It's be stolen. Alcohol. It says alcohol-free cleansing wipes. Let's be honest. I'm not going to be able to find them. I've got sticky tape. Oh, gloves. Thermometer. Okay, this is a basic first aid kit that fits in a small thing. I've got one thermometer in the house. It needs to stay where it is. Skin rash cream. Don't have that. Stingos. Can't steal that. Antiseptic cream. I don't have cream, but I've got betadine. I guess that counts. Painkillers. Oh, this I have. It says paracetamol or infant paracetamol, aspirin, not to be given to, or ibuprofen. Now, I've got a paracetamol-based Panadol. I believe Nurofen is ibuprofen, and aspirin is something that you don't really find in Australia. It's an American thing, I believe. I guess. I've never seen aspirin here. Cough medicine, no. Antihistamine tablets. I thought I had some of these. So, no. They're cold and flu tablets. Distilled water for cleaning waste. I don't have any saline solution. Or eye wash and eye bath. Okay, so let's start and see how I go. In here. Okay, let's get the plasters first because they can go. Oh, the bag just broke. Ugh. Okay, this is the bag literally just broke. Maybe this is what I can use the scissors for. See, I'm prepared. Stabbing things open, ripping them up. I believe this means I can no longer keep these in here because they won't be sterile, but Band-aids to start. These might be the only 3 band-aids I can use. And that might be a lie, so okay. Starting from my base. This kit. Okay, this kit. I'm gonna start with this. Yep, oh, I'll hold it this way. It's got the doctor's ABCD and the notebook and pen, because that's like, you have to have that. Okay? Then, I'm gonna move on to band-aids, because I have a shit ton of them. And yeah. Got those 3. I'm gonna steal some of... Oh, there's different types in here. These... This is really more blister band-aids, I guess, than anything. You wouldn't really use these to cover wounds. They're not that big. Okay, there's them. Now, I'm gonna send them back downstairs. The downstairs pile. Then I'm gonna use these. They come in packs of 3, that's nice. Downstairs pile. I'm really hoping none of it falls off the bed. I have plastic pockets, like, wrong plastic pocket. Do I have enough plastic pockets is the thing. Oh! There we go. I just have to make sure I don't lose the things I'm taking out of the plastic pockets, so... Yeah, I'm putting my watch into a jar, if that's not clear. That's a watch in a jar. So I can use the plastic pocket that was holding the broken parts. So, Band-Aid. Done the band-aids. What's next? Small, medium, and large sterile gauze dressings. I only have a large one, so that's that. That can be cut down smaller, I guess. Eye dressings. Now, this may have eye dressings because I was away last week and I don't think I used the ones in here. Oh yeah, eye dressing, and small gauze patch. And I think these are gloves. Yeah, these are gloves. Now, I have to be careful with gloves because you have to make sure they're latex free, so we've got blue ones to make sure blue ones are latex free. Now, there's always the possibility you may have more than one first aider, so you always have more than one pair of gloves. Burn aid, wow, that's useful. Oh, there is a thermometer in here, wow. And a pen, this is a nice first aid kit, I like this. Oh, okay, let me check, they've got saline, it's got saline solution that expired in April 2010. That's a bit concerning. I'm gonna take it just so I remember to get more sterile solution for everyone in the house, because yeah, we probably need it, to be honest. I'm probably me that needs it most, but hey, let's ignore that because that makes me feel silly. Downstairs pile. Probably wasn't a good idea to throw that one. So I'm looking for more plastic baggies for the gloves and stuff. Oh yeah, the gauze. I want to do this sequentially so I don't forget anything. So the gauze and the eye patch are in there now. I know there's a plastic pocket on my desk. Yes, there it is. This is meant to be the thing that I take my English prompts for my practice questions out of, but I haven't done any of the English prompts to practice for exams yet. So I'm going to put them in my pencil case, and that might force me to actually look at them every day and maybe get around to doing them. Okay. The first thing you do when you start first aid is put on gloves. Actually, you put on gloves while assessing your dangers. That's what's on the chart. Like, you don't touch anyone until you... If you've got gloves, you always... So I'm prepared for that. They can be on this side. Okay, what's next? Triangular bandage. Now, this may be the hardest one because it's meant to be quite small. Now, it's not sterile, so you wouldn't use it to clean and do a dressing, but it's the thing with sterile bandage, triangular bandage, it's very versatile. So, to be honest, I can make slings out of shirts because I've had so much practice, but it's nice to have an actual sling if you can. So. I should probably iron it, but I'm not going to do that. It's a Thursday. I'm not getting the iron out and ironing on a Thursday. I never iron. Not just because it's Thursday. It's just I never iron. My clothes don't need to be ironed. Like say my clothes don't need to be ironed. They probably do, but hey. Okay, I've made it a rectangle as well as I can in my limited practice at this. And now that it's rectangular-ish, I can roll it up as small as possible. Okay, where's a hair tie? I need a spare hair tie, but I just used it to keep my bra straps out of the way. Oh, I've got another. So that goes next to the gloves. What's next? Crepe rolled bandages. Now, there are two things that I still have that came with the original first aid kit, which are these. So I'll just go back in the first aid kit that they came from. And seeing as I've opened the little purple bag, I'm going to take out all the band-aids. There's a lot. Look at that beauty. The bountiful band-aids. Now I'm going to put the big ones in because I don't have any other big ones. Waterproof clear ones, because it's always a good idea to have a range, so I'll put all of them in. I've already got a few of these, so I'll keep these in my room because I'm silly and often hurt myself and might need them eventually. Okay, safety pins. Now we have 3 of these, and I am just going to pin them into the first aid kit so that they can't possibly get lost. 1. 2. 3. Okay. I've done the gloves, tweezers and scissors. Where can they go? Where they won't get damaged. Put them there and there. They're just in the edge. Now I've got some alcohol wipes that I've had for a while apparently. Let's check. There's no use by date on them. So I'm going to keep them until I get more that have used by dates. And actually, if I put the betadine and the tissues in, it gives me an alternative if the alcohol wipes aren't the best option. So there we go. Sticky tape. Micropore! I don't know why I'm so excited about Micropore. It's a bit sad. Mama.nuts. Painkillers was the last thing from the list that I actually have. And instead of taking all my painkillers out of my school bag, I'm gonna just take that many and then it can go right here. And these can go back in my school bag. Yeah. Okay. I have saline solution. That's going in here even though it's out of date, so I remember to get more. Now I've got more sticky tape. I can't use this, but never mind. Ah, that's where my lip balm's been. Goes there. I think I'm done. Okay, so let's take a look, shall we? Instead of lifting this up, because it might all fall apart, I don't want that to happen. I'm just gonna like angle the camera a bit and do that. So, I still got the notebook and Doctor's ABCD at the back. Gloves, triangular bandage, gauze, band-aids, gauze, eye stuff, tissues, sticky tape, betadine, scissors and tweezers, saline solution, alcohol wipes. I think that was all. Let's hope it shuts. Oh, and the safety pins are cool. Yeah. I messed up. I done messed up. These probably need. Let's just put them on the other side where there's less. Oh, where there's less likely chance that they'll fall out. One first aid kit. I'm semi-prepared. Woo! Well done for doing it in September and National Preparedness Month, Alex. skill number 51A, you're done. Easy. Not really. Still a lot of stuff.